Hi, Johnny here for your do-it-yourself car maintenance and general car advice channel. So today I'm going to be waxing the vehicle. I had to wait for a nice cloudy day. You definitely do not want to be waxing your vehicle in the sun, and really ideally I'd be waxing this vehicle indoors, but currently I don't have access to indoors because the garage is actually on an angle, on a slant, a hill, and I can't get the vehicle in. It's too low to the ground, the Mustang. So for now, until I redo the driveway, well, I can only wax the vehicle outside at my home, and actually we're part of the quarantine, so I'm not supposed to go anywhere. So this is what I'm doing today, and I'm glad to be showing you how to wax the vehicle. Now in life, I always like to start with the most simplest things and try to get the greatest results from the simplest methods. Why not make life a little easier when we can? So I'm going to start with a method that I personally have yet to really test, but have less faith in. I have the most faith in using a real buffer on a paste or hard wax. I have a real sneaking suspicion that that's going to be the best way to wax the car, the longest lasting wax. But today I'm going to be trying the fastest and easiest way to apply a wax, and that's through a spray wax. Now, we might ask ourselves, how do I know when I need to wax my vehicle? Well, there's a very simple, non-scientific way, and that's just to find a little spot on the vehicle, of course when the vehicle is perfectly clean. And I've actually washed this vehicle in 2 steps. I pressure washed it, and my pressure washer shoots out soap. I then rinsed it off. I then inspected it and washed it with a mitt once it was almost perfectly clean. But when you're waxing, you really want your paint to be perfect. Now, why do people wax the vehicle? Well, we wax our vehicles because otherwise dirt sticks to your vehicle more easily. It's less protected from the sun, so, potential paint fading. And it also shows water spots every time it rains. So when you haven't waxed your vehicle, you're gonna have water spots anytime the vehicle gets wet. And waxing is really gonna help prevent that. And I know I need to wax because I put my finger here on the paint, and there's quite a bit of resistance. And even when I run my finger across it, it'll make a little squeaking noise. I really have no wax left on this vehicle. So as I mentioned, the most complicated, longest, and hardest way to wax your vehicle, probably with the buffer, but I'm gonna start and test the simplest way, and that's with a spray wax. So we'll go test that out on the hood. Now I've made sure I've got 2 rags and the microfiber towels. I've inspected them, they're completely clean. If ever, when I do wash them, if they don't come out perfectly clean, what I do is, I save them for cleaning things like my mags or under my hood. So we'll go to the front of the hood in the vehicle. So right before starting, I've made sure that I've taken off my watch, my rings. I really don't have anything that could scratch my paint, because when you're waxing a vehicle, without realizing it, you probably are going to put your weight against your vehicle. And unlike in some videos, I'm not going to take the bottle, put it on my hood to test to see how smooth it's made my paint. That's a good way to scratch your clear coat. It's not definitely going to happen, but you're definitely taking a risk. So I'm taking as little risk as possible, and I'm starting with the simplest method. Got my tags off, and now that that's fallen on the ground, I'm going to be getting another rag and washing this to make sure there's nothing, no little stone, sand, or grit in it. So I want to wax my vehicle so that when it rains, it's not going to leave nearly as much water spots. And also I want to protect my paint against UV. So you want to do small sections at a time, because you don't want your spray wax to dry to a haze. You just want to put it on, you wait 10 to 20 seconds, and with your clean cloth, you're going to move that around, spread it. Now, it's still on, and the haze is still there. That's because I didn't let it dry quite long enough. You don't want it completely drying, and you don't want to leave it on for too long, but if you try to wipe it off right away, it's just going to smudge it around. Now I'd say we're probably in business. I've got a dry, clean side of the cloth, and here we go. There, it's coming right off. So convenient thing about a spray wax is you're not going to need to buff it off with a buffer. You're not putting a whole lot of work, elbow grease into this. It's just nice, easy, light swab over with the microfiber towel. And once the haze is off, then we'll know that we've taken enough of the product off, and that we've, essentially what we've done is we've polished the wax onto the clear coat. And you'll see the big difference now. Big difference now is your paint is going to be smooth, and that's how you know that your wax has been applied. So thank you very much for joining me today for a quick how to wax your vehicle. Today we're just trying the simplest method, and if you stay tuned on the channel, shortly we're going to be doing a wax job with a paste wax, because I think that's going to have longer results. I have a feeling this is only going to last a week, but what I'm going to do in 7 days is I'm going to come back to the vehicle that I'll have waxed completely, and I'm going to see if the paint is smooth and slippery, or if it has a lot of resistance, almost like really wants to, not smooth at all. So thank you very much for joining me. We'll see each other again soon, and if you did like the video, please, if you found the tips useful, like and subscribe. Thank you.